and welcome to our first look at a random game, because I felt like it. My name is Endorian, and this is a random game I came across in the, if you've ever watched YouTube and the little side, advertisement things or whatnot. It's has some of these games. Now, this is a game that's from GameForge, which if you played any sort of random like games such as usually sort of anime-based games or whatnot, and this one popped up. It's called Soulworker. Of course, it's calling itself, the best action anime RPG of 2018 because, well, it's kind of one of the only ones right now. There are 4 characters. You got these aren't their names; these are just names. This is Erwin. Or actually, probably because I left this slot open specifically for the video. So you've got Erwin. You got I forgot what her name was. Is Haru. And then you've got the Lolly because why not? And the one we're going to play, which first off, there's 4 characters. Now these 2 are not available yet. Not sure if those are unlocks or just waiting for them later, but basically, yeah, you got Haru here. She is the go-to goody two-shoe. Basically, she's her background story, which I'll put a link to their website where you can look at like the characters, and they even have like miniature anime episodes, which are like about a little over 5 minutes long, give or take. Where you get to see them kind of sort of fighting together using their abilities. She's the good girl, wants to be a doctor, wants to help people, whatnot. Then the Great Void happens, and it basically kind of destroys her family. It kills her family. And she ends up getting sucked into it, and then when she's finally let out, it's discovered she sort of has this like weird power, and it causes her to summon the sword, which is this guy right here. I think it's called Solum, and she's unsure, if she's strong enough to be able to wield this power, but if she can, all these characters are kind of driven by a certain emotion, and basically hers is a revenge. She wants to, kind of stop the thing that whatever it is that caused this to get revenge for her family. Like I said, she's the sort of typical I'm the goody two shoe. I don't know if I'm strong enough, but I'll do it if I must, sort of deal. Now Erwin apparently he was a TV star that was also a phenomenal genius, and he was very proud of himself. He'd made like millions and millions of dollars, with inventions plus the show, and of course his emotion is basically he's like the ladies' man. I think they have it listed as passion, but or something like that. But let's just say this: his ideal, since if you look at the character you can play, he's the only guy. He will remember every detail about a woman. If you talk to a guy in the game, he doesn't know who they are. Even after you've talked to him like 3 or 4 times, like, who are you again? It's like he only recognizes them by like certain features. Like one guy has like these, he's got glasses on with like a little corner to it. It's like he'll mention, something like that. It's like, oh, you mean so-so? Oh yeah, that guy. He was this. He has like 0 interest in men whatsoever. Now his whole thing is that he's got his weapon is guns. They call him Gun Jazz because, well, it has to be an anime name. But basically he comes out of he goes into the void mainly out of curiosity. The void happens and he kind of goes to it's like, let's see what's going on here. And of course, when he finally comes out of it, he's like, well, I'm such a badass, I can obviously do this. So he's super confident, really curious about what's going on, and doesn't really have like anything sort of serious drawbacks except for which we'll kind of go over in like the story, because this is the character I'll be playing. He doesn't like owing people like anything. Like, basically he comes to find out that he was, you know, when he came out of parole, he was kind of saved, and when he finds out how he was saved, it really makes him super serious, because he wants to pay back the people who saved him, you know, as quickly as possible, because he doesn't want that hanging over his head. Then you've got Stella, which, as you can see, she has a guitar. Yeah, she's a support, apparently. I've not played long enough with her to get the support abilities unlocked, but supposed to be one of the more difficult characters. She's kind of squishy because, well, she is the youngest out of all of them. But her story is much more interesting, and probably should have saved her for the video, but she has like an inner demon, for lack of better terms. It basically manifests as like a wolf, like an electric wolf, so that is like sworn to protect her or whatnot. But in her story, her emotion is misery. It's not that she wants to be miserable, it's just that because whenever people seem to find out about her, you know, inner demon thing or whatever, it kind of like makes them afraid of her, and you know, they want her to go away. You know, it's the fear of not understanding what's going on. But yeah, and her, she's got the guitar, which unfortunately I forgot what the name of the guitar is. I think it's Howling something, because, you know, like I said, it's kind of a wolf thing. But yeah, she just sort of wants to find a place to stay. Now, she takes comfort in, you know, eating sweets and stuff, because, well, while she's supposed to be, I think, 15, she's still acts super kid-like. But like, she's the lolly of the game. And then this is the one we're going to be playing, Lily Blue Merchant. What a last name. Now, the only thing I know about her is that prior to the, you know, Great Void or whatever, she's kind of a loner, kind of like, I'm trying to think, not tsundere. She's very like, you know, it's like, well, you know, I don't need blah blah blah, you know, anyone to, you know, tell me I'm good or anything. I just didn't. And but the Void, it kind of took her only friend that she ever made, and you know, they died. So her emotion is madness. She's all about proving she's the best, you know, at doing a lot of stuff, and her weapon is a scythe. And I guess that guy. Now we're going to go into the customization here a little bit. Oh, I don't think that's supposed to shake that much. Yeah, it's got like little windows where you can see like the different, you know, social emotes and whatever, and then there's combat, showing that. Yeah, she's got it, and this is one of her big skill abilities. Miss Scythe, that's what it is. Yeah, she does well with, you know, area attacks. Yeah, Lily derives her soul force from her smoldering madness. A terrifying encounter with a beast from the Great Void drove her over the edge. She tends to act the delicate, well-bred society girl, but behind the mask, she's apparently crazy. We'll just put it that way. Alright, next. Yep, we all have starting outfits. Let's see here. Curved double braid, which I kind of like. Princess braids? I don't see anything along that line. Double braid. So double braid, princess braid. Oh, I see it. See, it took that down. I kind of like this one. And then lighter, darker. We'll go with the dark. She's got yellow eyes, apparently. Green, blue. We'll stay with the yellow. Her complexion. Just leave her like that, and then you can change, you know, the color of her outfit. Let's do the black and red. It's kind of what she sort of shows. You can see it's torn up, which we'll see her in the when we go into the thing. And then there's also, you can get different fashion things, because that's one of the more goofier ones. She's got a fanny pack. She's straight from the 80s. I actually kind of like that outfit, but those are things you have to make in the game. And then her weapons, you can get, you know, the different variations of them. Huh. But, let's see here. Elysiana. And... Alright, let's go ahead. She's not going to be wearing that. Yep, create this character. Exist on the server. Well, poop. It's the first one I've ever had. Let's see here. I know this one's on. It should be. Yeah. Maka Albarn from Soul Eater. Well, poop. I gotta think of another name. There we go, Kaliana. That should be a unique name. Ahaha. That pose. Alright, so let's start with her game. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. Soulworker.
이 근방에서 나타난 그거 말인가요? 글쎄요. 아직은 어떤 건지 잘 모르겠어요. 그보다 오라버니, 제가 오늘 낮에 뭘 사러 갔었는데.
I'm not gonna talk over the Japanese voices.
오라버니, 무슨 일인가요? 한밤중에 왜 이렇게 소란스럽게... 오라버니! 뭐야 너 뭐냐고! 뱃터네! 오라버니를 뱃터네!
Oh, it was her brother. Okay. I thought in the description it said... So, she lost family. Well, she got to actually see it. I really did not see it, and yeah, she's... Do. Everything's fine. She's fine. She's okay. She laughed it off. Here we are falling out. I could have sworn I don't know, maybe it didn't say my clothing option.
그대가 알고 있던 평범했던 삶과 일상은 이제 존재하지 않습니다.
Everyone gets this line, by the way.
심판자요. 제에게 원흉이 된 솔비를 거스른 이계의 존재들에게 심판은.
We are crashing. This is how you get out of the void. You literally kind of crashed to Earth.
아무리 생각해도 모르겠네.
Where am I?
어디야 여긴? 여기야.
Come on already.
누구시죠? 사람은 아닌 것 같은데. 아 여기라니까? 제가 당신을 어떻게 아니 방법이 없군요. 가드리죠.
Okay. Basically, for all intents and purposes, the Great Void happened, and not only there's like demons, there's like robots and stuff. Now you can play this with game with the controller, but I prefer the mouse and keyboard for one simple reason, that is the ability to turn super fast. Like with the controller, it's like it's not that slow. It's like about like this. It's like you literally like attack and then immediately kind of turn around to like basically do like a whirlwind attack.
좀 서둘러줄래? 버릇없는 소녀로군요. 그런데 혹시 우리 구면이던가요? 빨리 넘어가. 이것저것 바라는 게 많군요, 당신.
Yeah, and by the way, if you notice,
말고
she
빨리 좀
looks...
와줄래?
Yeah. She is basically, you know, kind of looks a little familiar, huh?
이제 올 거니까 준비해. 온다고요? 준비? 당신 대체 뭘 꾸미고 있는 건가요?
And apparently cutscenes, it doesn't save the clothing, which, you know, it happens.
눈앞에는 괴물, 손에 들려진 것은 낫이라. 좋아요. 뭐가 목적인지는 모르겠지만 어울려드리죠. 쏟아내, 네 본성을. 그게 너와 영원히 함께할 이 힘의 원천이니까. 다 죽여. 네 안의 짐승을 만족시켜.
So, yeah.
어서 이쪽으로. 오늘따라 유난히 절 부르는 소리가 많군요. 이 아이가 공백에서 떨어진.
The Great Void.
자세한 이야기는 나중에. 일단 트럭에 올라타. 여기서 벗어나야 해. 서둘러주세요. 가슴팀을 쫓아옵니다.
Action-packed. Go, go, Lightning Wolf. Earth. Sword Shield.
너와 나는 하나. 공존할 수밖에 없는 관계. 거룩한 맹세를 증명하는 난 널 지킬 수밖에 없어.
She's like, hello?
너와 나는 하나라는 걸. 그러니 날 빨리 찾아. 늦으면 용서하지 않을 거야. 이게 대체 무슨... 정신 차려. 여기서 쓰러지면 안 돼.
So that line bothers me. It's like, hey, quit moping. It's like, she's not moping, she passed out. It's like, I think they should probably, and of course, yeah, there's splash screens. You know, here's the chibi versions of them.
여긴 또 뭐야?
Of course, here's the simple, you know, NPCs. You can go around doing that stuff. Basic combo, which basically it says click, I just held the button down. So, now each of the people have sort of unique things like, you can hold Alt to get the cursor out here. Continuously regenerates HP and SF. Okay, that's Soul Force, that's kind of like this. So, okay, I'm looking at this, and then that. Or if this is like a madness state for her. Like I said, each one has their own like sort of unique things, so... Oh, come on. There we go. Of course, you know, pay no attention to the chat here, because, you know, well, like most of these type of games, they have gold sellers and whatnot. Most everything is a cosmetic sort of thing. Oh, excuse me, I had to sneeze. Well, look at that, awake already? Must be nice being so young. My name is Miriam. We've met before, haha. Yes, it's a pleasure, again. You were helping me before. I would really like to show my gratitude. No reason for these formalities. It is our job to rescue children like you. Your name is Lily, isn't it? How do you know that? Did you have me checked out? Checked out? No, I didn't. I checked your student card while you were asleep. You must have been really nervous when they took the picture. By the way, she says that line to every single person. Very well, enough chit-chat for today. Wow, so Okay, Lily, usually there's a retort by the person, but Lily doesn't care. So I'm sure you have lots of questions. Where you are, what happened, who the gorgeous blonde talking to you is. I'd love to know what happened to my house, how people from that time are doing now, and what this thing is that sucks up everything. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'll explain everything. Otherwise, it's like when you eat too much, sooner or later it all comes back up again. Okay. Rushing solves nothing, so we'll take it easy. Yeah, that seems to be a long story. Could we maybe discuss all this over a nice cup of tea? I would enjoy that, but unfortunately we have things to do right now. Or do right away. Follow me. Can you walk? I don't want to run after anybody. I'll walk next to you. Yes, as you like. Shall we go over there? Follow Miriam. Now there is no really walking thing, so just gonna scoot around. Alright. Or I can just go this way. Oh look, I'm running, and you know what? I'm gonna stop here. And I think I'm gonna go stand right here.
이곳이 우리 별숨리그의 전투 연구소 스틸 그레이브야. 지금부터
I think this is a nice place. I'm gonna stand right here and look this way for a while. While Miriam technically shows me around. No, you should probably stop in front of me. There you go. Good girl. Oop, not close enough. There we go. So, here I am. What should I do next? It's nothing special. Now I'll put you to a little test. We'll test your visual response, your physical condition, things like that. Like an examination by the school doctor. Why do I need to do that? I am not a guinea pig. No, of course not. But it's possible that the Great Void has changed your body in some way. It's better to conduct examinations before something happens. That may be. Actually, I've been having headaches lately. Now, don't be nervous. Do you see that grim-looking man over there? Go and have him explain the test to you. He'll try to scare you, but it's just talk, so don't let him intimidate you, okay? Dr. Benji. This must all be very confusing for you. Sometimes you might even think that it all is not real, as if you're trapped in a dream. But it's reality, all this. Do you remember, after you fell from the Great Void, the ruins, and the wolf? Of course I remember. This was the worst thing that ever happened to me. The worst? From here on, it will only be more difficult. There are many bad things in this world. Pretty sure that this is not the worst thing that's happened to her. But I don't like this new world at all. You have to accept the truth as quickly as possible. If you don't do that, you'll die. She says that line to everyone too. And this is the kicker. After 15 years, there will probably be no more blue merchants in this world. I see. The place where I can behave like a spoilt... spoilt child does not exist anymore. I almost thought they almost said sploit. It's like, nope. You're truly indestructible. I thought that would scare you. In any case, I will explain it to you in more detail later. But first, a test, okay? So yeah, basically, it's apparently random, but yeah, the characters that you play as, when they get sucked into the void or go into the void, 15 years has passed, because Stella makes mention to Miriam that, she's actually 30 years old now, because she's 15 and it's been 15 years, and it was pretty much just said it doesn't work that way. So that took a while. I can already imagine what you talked about. That was a pleasant chat amongst like-minded individuals. Pay attention, you might learn something. You really are something extraordinary. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that because it bothers me. My name is Benji. I'm in charge of the Starry Forest Station in Still Graves. Lily Blue Merchant, nice to meet you. I bet Miriam has already told you something about the Starry Forest League, but I'll tell you again. One of the SFL's primary tasks is to keep Soul Forcers like you under control. Normally we only check the basic details, but you are a special case. We've never encountered someone like you, so we'll be subjecting you to some tests first. Testing? Normally, Soul Forcers don't use weapons. They are powerful enough that their own skills are sufficient. But here you are, carrying a weapon, and you are strong enough to overpower the other Soul Forcers. You mean the scythe I was swinging around? I thought it was a bit strange too. I never held anything like it before, yet I was swinging around as if I knew exactly how to handle it. We call this weapon a soul weapon. It shows its power only when it's swung in harmony with the soul of its bearer. But the fact that you were able to handle the weapon well isn't the strangest part. What's truly remarkable is that you killed the wolf. That wolf just now, it was one of the Malevils. His strength made him impervious to anything we tried, but you killed him with a single blow, by yourself. Then that mutt was something special. So we have no idea what kind of power you have, or how strong it is. We would like to test you to find out. We hope you will cooperate. With a combat test? I thought it was a health checkup, but I guess it's the same thing in a place like this. Do you want to complain? No, just the opposite. I actually find it more fun. That's a good answer. I'm glad you like it. The test site is over there. When you enter, you'll have your own operator to assist you. Just follow the instructions and you should be fine, and please give it your best shot. I'm just trying it to work my stress off. I'll do my best to cut them down as elegantly as possible. Of course, if that's possible. See you soon. Major Benji, this is a kid. Should you really treat her so brashly? I don't see her as such. She is one of our ranks, and that's how I will treat her. You could still be a little friendlier. I guess you are too used to making demands, not requests. ... Hey, Major, got anything to add? You still haven't gone to the test site? Go on, get yourself in there. Yes, go inside quick. I will have to have a strong word with this old man here. Thanks for caring, but I can manage by myself. Don't worry. But still, I am alright. Just wait. I'll explain it to you later. When I kill you all. Oh, wait.
안녕하세요. 별숨리그 소속의 오퍼레이터 클로이라고 해요. 견습이라 많이 부족하겠지만 잘 부탁드리겠습니다. 견습? 얼마나 도움이 될지 의문이네요. 현 시간부로 테스트 시뮬레이션 가동합니다. 먼저 전방에 보이는 개폐 장치를 작동시켜 주세요.
Press F to interact. Yay!
피지컬 테스트에 돌입합니다. 버추얼 오브젝트를 로드할 테니 힘껏 파괴해 주세요.
Is this what I was saying about using the mouse and keyboard?
클리어.
It's just so much easier. Oops. I broke the game a little bit.
넘어갑니다.
Nope. I'm not sure how I got short of that, but okay.
트레이닝 더밀 로드. 배틀 시뮬레이션에 돌입합니다. 배틀 시뮬레이션? 야만적인 테스트로군요. 배틀 시뮬레이션이지만 위험하지 않으니 안심하고 싸워주세요.
Alright, so she gets a little dash.
수송기에 오류가 생겼나? 아무것도 아닙니다. 다음 테스트 장소로 이동해 주세요.
Everyone's right click on the button does something different. Let's see. Okay, that was just a little weird. She doesn't have much of a dodge though. Interesting. The other ones seem to go pretty far.
배틀 시뮬레이션 심화 단계입니다. 현 구역에 배치된 모든 트레이닝 더미를 파괴해 주세요.
Miss me.
언제까지 이런 재미없는 짓을 시킬 생각이죠?
Come on, guys.
통칭 이능의 벽이라 부르는 특수 자기장 필드입니다. 스킬을 사용하지 않으면 부서지지 않아요. 스킬의 사용법을 오퍼레이션 디스플레이상에 출력하겠습니다. 겁내지 말고 마음껏 사용해주세요.
And of course, this is telling you how to click your skills, to add them. And then you notice there's like these little things right here. You can basically get combos. But in this case, we're just going to go.
몇 조각이 되려나?
Alright, so that's a big swing.
찾아보시죠.
That's a charge. And I have curiosity. I guess that's just an uppercut? Okay. Yeah, so basically that was what I was just talking about. Just do. Come on.
몇 조각이 되려나? 자, 사고하세요.
So yeah, that last one's a big uppercut. So let's see, I hit him up in the air, and then I would jump up and follow with that. Oh, hello! I didn't realize. I haven't tried. Yeah, I haven't tried dodging in the air. Interesting. Generation on attacks, frenzy mode at 100%. Yeah, each one of these guys has a different soul force thing. Additionally, so that when our SF reaches a certain value, she goes into frenzy mode. I mean, like right now.
테스트 결과를 집계하겠습니다. 정말 완전 고장난 모양이네. 설마 고장난 게 아닌가? 죄송합니다. 이제 최종 테스트만 남았으니 조금만 더 힘내주세요. 최종 테스트 진행합니다. 트레이닝 마스터와 교전에 돌입해주세요. 슬슬 지루하네요.
He always does that.
쉬고 싶으니 빨리 끝내드리죠. 몇 조각이 되려나? 찾아보시죠.
Okay, she's yeah, she's interesting. It's the first time well, compared to the other ones, I wasn't able to like corner my game.
방금 제 돌발 행동은 잊어주세요. 모든 데이터 갱신이라니 굉장해요. 어떻게 이런 수치가? 굉장하죠? 당신은 꿈도 못 꿀 영역이랍니다.
Hahaha. Because I am an arrogant little girl. Well. Of course, that's all the basic stuff, and then we go over here. As you notice, this is the tutorial. You could always, not do it once you've gone through it once, but the only reason I did, because I wanted to see what her story was, because that's the only place you'll kind of get an idea of their attitudes and stuff. We will have to rebuild the entire test from scratch. Something like that? Has it really been 5 years when we were hit like a bolt? The first time since Maverick? As feared, you don't appear to be any normal soul forcer. Thanks to you, all the VR devices have overheated. In virtual reality, all power is absorbed and converted into energy. But you used more power than the device can handle, and that wrecked the facility. In addition, you transformed completely with a weapon in your hand. Is that normal for you? That's called a little excess. But it will take a while until everything is repaired, so there isn't much we can do here at the moment. We relocated the troops to Ruko Town. Go and have Miriam explain it to you. I'll probably have to write a letter of apology for the lost facility first. Oof. You did well in the test. You weren't bad at all. Simulations are no fun when you don't get the feeling of being able to truly wail on something. Yes, that was really fantastic, mostly while you were fighting. Don't you want to explain something before you start the training? Apparently you can estimate your abilities well? Of course. I may not know what the reason for this is, but fighting becomes me and I do it well. But you're such a pretty girl. There's nothing more stupid than people who judge by appearances. Yes, you're right. Be that as it may, let's head towards Ruko Town, a nearby city zone. Wouldn't you also rather see the open sky, not this lab constantly? Yes, this place is so oppressive. Okay, understood. Get into the vehicle by the exit then. Aren't you coming too? I'll follow a bit later. You can go on ahead. See you later then. You leave the facility and climb into the lorry. Miriam? Yes, what is it? Probably what you thought it was. I'm pretty sure of it. Exactly. I don't have an exact answer yet, but this power seems to have great potential. It would be nice if our speculations were correct. We can only hope. Chapter 0, Lupine Night, completed. Let's see here. I'm probably running a little bit over time, but I want to do at least one more thing before ending the video. Yeah, there's be prepared for this plan. Yeah, login bonus. Yeah, this is if you want to play the keyboard. Different buttons mean a whole lot. You know, all the things and whatnot. Okay, thank you. Log in. And then here we are. We kind of go over here. Huh. We're all sort of matching. Cute. Basically, you can see the icons, you know, for different places and things or whatnot. Now we're going to go over here. Do a little bit more story.
몸은 좀 어때?
15 years. Here we are. Wow, you were quick. Oh right, we have things to do, so I really stepped on the gas. Shall I show you the city zone first? This is Ruko Town. Well, as you can see, town doesn't exactly hit the mark. But at any rate, it's pretty safe, which is also why so many people want to live here. It is also one of the few cities that are self-sufficient. It's a peaceful town, far from the war. It used to be a wonderful secluded getaway for young couples or friends. Now it directly faces the Great Void. For such a rural city zone to become such an outpost for war, truly sad. Well, where do I begin? The world has changed a lot in the 15 years you have slept. It has been so heavily devastated that the earlier quality of life is no longer possible. 15 years. You blink and the time is gone. This was caused by the Great Void. This is... Huh? Wait. I've got to take a call. Yes, Miriam speaking. Yes? No, not at the moment. What? A little child? A little child at a borehole? Why would... Are you sure you're not mistaken? Yes. Yes, okay. Then we have to start a search. If you're sorry, you can get me some shampoo from the supplies later. My hair is all over the place. Yes, I'm on my way. Haha, and what do we do now? I'm afraid I have to leave immediately. Apparently a small child was seen at the borehole. I suspect someone is mistaken. Nevertheless, we should probably take a look. If a child's running around alone out there in such a situation, it obviously hasn't been brought up well. Well, I don't want to be like that with a child. In any case, you need more background information. We have a doctor here called Sione. Would you go and talk to her? She may be a bit difficult, but she's still a good person. She may give you a hard time, but she doesn't really mean it. So don't worry, okay? Speak to Sione. Don't worry. I've had a lot to do with disgusting people. That does not bother me. Ha ha ha. I've already seen this during training. That's why I'm worried. Normally I'm calm personified. Okay, didn't you say you had things to do? Don't waste time. Get going. Yes, please excuse me. See you when you're back. And this is going to be the quest thing. Which I know is, you know, this little girl will have a quest for you shortly after, and a couple others. But we're just going to go over here. Didn't like it much at first, but now it's starting to grow on me. This isn't a bad place to be. Ruko Town, I mean. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Lily Bloomerchen. Isn't that... Oh, my name is Sione. I'm a doctor with the Starry Forest League Luck Force. I see you're wide awake. Is there anything you want from us? Miriam said some friendly person wanted to share some information about the city zone. Miriam? She's like that every day. It won't take long. I'll be brief. The world has changed completely. Look high above Ruko Town. That's the reason for the change, the Great Void. It began with huge natural disasters, and that's all you need to know for now. So I fell out of that huge thing. When the Great Void reached this world, most of civilization as we know it was wiped out. But the people left behind have united forces and rebuilt a lot over the last 15 years. Unfortunately, civilization as a whole lags about 15 years behind. We've lost 15 years? That's what you're trying to say. We've become better at killing people and surviving somehow. The situation isn't likely to improve in the future. Blah. And the Great Void has brought us more than just natural disasters. Strange things have happened on Earth since it appeared. Creatures from another world have been appearing all over Cloud Dream. To this day, we still haven't found out exactly what they're doing here. Those little dogs with big bodies? Yes, exactly. We don't know their intentions or why they appeared, but we know that they're hostile towards us. Humans with new powers have also appeared, as a kind of compensation. These humans have supernatural powers that are completely unknown to us. When you say it like that, it sounds like I'm not even human. Honestly, these days, soul forcers like you... well, they're treated more like weapons than humans. A human weapon. Oh well, it could be worse. What? Are you okay? Although I haven't been fighting for very long, I don't really care about killing the enemy. That seems sad somehow, for someone whose job it is to save human lives. Don't worry, it's not like I'm attacking innocent people. It's not like that, I'm not you. I like you, and I'm probably worrying for no reason. I'll continue with the explanation. All humans brought into the world by the Great Void have these special abilities, but we don't know the reason for this either. We can only assume it has something to do with the Great Void. We call these people Soul Forces. Even Miriam, who saved you, and Wilba are Soul Forces. Soul Forces are the most important part of the Starry Forest League, but unfortunately there aren't many of them. But thanks to their diverse powers, we're no average army. When it looks like the Great Void is going to spit something out, we make great sacrifices in order to secure it. That's also how we found you shortly after you fell out. 11 soldiers sacrificed themselves for you. I guess I don't need to tell you that they all had families. And you think that's the same as if I had killed them myself? It's not like that, is it? No. That's our duty. If we can't prevent someone from dying, that's our problem. But when I look at you, I can't help but see the smiling faces of my comrades. Although I know it's not your fault, it's still hard to accept. Then it's a pointless grudge. As an adult, you should understand this. You still to say such a thing? It's rude to interrupt. If I didn't kill them myself, I can't apologize for it either. I reject such absurd resentment. Instead, I'm going to promise you something. I'll make sure that the sacrifice of your comrades wasn't for nothing. No, I'll make sure that you can be glad that they sacrificed themselves. That won't be easy. You'll see. I guess I'll have to wait and see. Sooner or later we'll find out if you're just bluffing or really that stupid. I have nothing more to say right now. Please go to Major Benji. I'm too wound up. I'm just not able to speak right now. I'm sorry. Yeah, so basically, yeah, she gets you the downer side. Is like, yeah, we sacrificed a lot for this person. You better be like really good. Most of the others, I mean, like Erwin, of course, like his response, you know, he gets super serious about it. Then, of course, you know, Stella gets really kind of sad to, you know, kind of like, you know, she didn't, you know, mean to, whatever, blah blah blah, but she only like immediately apologizes to her or whatnot. And then Haru, she sort of does the whole same thing. She's like, you know, was I really worth the effort? Blah 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 blah. It's like, well, there's only one way to see. Dark Forest is humanity's own hope. Blah blah blah. All right, you're late. Did Miriam and Sione keep you waiting? I told you once before, you can't rush women. We're soldiers, and we live within a strictly regimented schedule. I take punctuality very seriously. Remember that. I see. Then tell me why you brought me to this place. Yay, level. I'll tell you what you have to do now. Although you're classed as a soul force, you have no background knowledge right now. That's why we can't send you into battle or give you important missions yet. So just start with smaller tasks. You can change dressings for the injured and put clean sheets on the beds. That kind of thing doesn't suit me at all. My servants usually do that. Wouldn't you rather send me into battle? Then I can let off some steam and come back a little more relaxed. If it doesn't suit you, too bad. Even if a little kid like you has some power, we can't just... Major Benji, something terrible has happened. What? We have received an urgent message from the drilling site. A monster mob has assembled there. What? Didn't we eliminate all the nearby soul dregs? Wait, what about the members of the search party? We've lost contact. The last message was that Miriam found the little kid. This child, it all starts with her. That doesn't look good. We have to save them. There's no time to lose. But you know that we can't spare any troops in Ruko Town. We lost too many in the last rescue mission. No time for passive aggression. Use your words. You promised, you know what I mean. When you talk about it so vaguely, it's going to be difficult. Just ask me already. Sione, what are you on about? Alright, could you go and save Miriam for us? Yes or no? I would go even if you didn't ask me. No, you can't do that. The novice only just woke up. It's too soon. The novice is a soul forcer. A soul forcer that many have sacrificed themselves for. If a soul forcer can't even do it, what did all those people die for? But it doesn't mean you should send them to certain death. Do you want to make another mistake like that? I didn't ask you, Major. And anyway, she always says he, for some reason. He doesn't belong to the Starry Forest League. We can't give this child any orders. As a soul worker, they need to make the decision for themselves. You're right, it's absurd, but I do hold a grudge against you. To overcome this irrational resentment, I want to see you make an effort. I'm off then. If you want to stop me, then just try. I'm not so dumb that I would mess with a soul forcer. Thanks. Sione, consider that you have to take responsibility if something happens. Don't worry, handling a few stray puppies is child's play. I don't care if you go or not. Like I said before, we can't give you orders. That means that you are fully responsible for your actions, no matter what happens. May I ask you something? Please come back alive. I don't intend to kick the bucket, so no need to worry. Then I'll put it in our way. I'll be waiting for you. Save the people and come back. And then it talks about skill points, which you don't have skill points yet. So, because I am at 0-0, and then of course there's all this. Now, she seems to be super into AE / like, you know, destroying things, so 5% damage, 5% crit. Alright, so anyway, let's go this way. We'll go ahead and do this real quick. Or try to anyway.
미리엄 대위 반응 스캔. 물류 하작장에서 확인. 신세를 졌으니 도움을 주는 것이 노블리스의 정신이겠죠.
Alright, gather. Yeah, she does AE a lot better than some of the others. Actually, all of her attacks are pretty much AE. The one I play the most is Erwin. He's a little bit more straightforward, but I mean, he does have like his final his third attack is a sort of like a sweeping thing with the guns. But yeah, I mean, just the fact that every single one of her attacks is that way. Yeah, I mean, she is all about clearing out the stuff. And yeah, there's like random hidden quests that will pop up whenever you do something. Like, that one was to destroy those tire things. I had one where I had to jump like 10 times before the end. Oh, there's Miriam. Alright, come on guys.
강한 에너지가 감지됩니다. 주의해 주세요.
And it ate the child. Spit it out. Spit it out.
남의 걸 함부로 집어먹다니 교육이 엉망이네.
she is like, she's a lot stronger than the other ones as far as I'm concerned. Blech. Wasn't the right flavor anyway. Come, my persona. I mean, wait. Sorry, wrong game.
넌 도대체
How did you...
에너지 타입 소울워커! 소울워커로 확인됩니다! 이 힘 정말 굉장해! 전부 부숴버리겠어! 현 시간부로 정식 소울워커로 등록하겠습니다. 말도 안 돼. 소울워커라니.
I don't know what you heard. I mean, she was just, you know, saying I'm gonna kill a lot of people. It's okay. It's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. How are you? First off, the little thing that popped up like mid-sentence, the one thing was you basically get stuff for being online for, you know, X amount of time. So this was the day thing. You know, I might switch to her because I really like. Yeah, it's a card. There is a card system, and there's all sorts of things, equipment. If you played like any sort of like, I don't want to say pay to play. I mean, there's obviously stuff you can buy that gets you more, you know, like items and that type of stuff. That's all new. That's all new. Okay, so I can't do any of that. So what's going on? I knew it. I never would have thought that I'd ever witnessed the ascension to Soulworker with my own two eyes. A tremendous power? I knew it. I was born to fight like them here. There. It's far too early to jump to conclusions. Let's go back to Ruko Town. I'll explain more when we get there. Soulworker. Soulworker. And then we leave. And like this guy, yeah, we'll take a look at a few of the shops. You know, power vitamin, immediately restores 20 EP. That's energy points down here. You use energy points to go through the quests and stuff, basically. Here you can get an Akasha with thing. Here's the equipment type stuff. Costs 15. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. It's like I'll take a look at it. There's the golden Gruden, which I got one of. But basically, the inventory system is, there's that. You have the community, friends. This is your basic profile, which you can get titles, which will grant you abilities and stuff. Let's see, what was the one? Was it C? No, that's the market. Oh, U for armor. You'll have like your basic armor stuff right here, but then you'll have fashion, which if you see where it says no brooch equipped, you get items that basically grant you certain abilities or whatnot that you can wear. And as you can see, you get more fashion stuff than you've got armor, because, you know, it's all about the fashion. And of course, obviously this is what people would actually see from you. So, and this lady is stuck on me. It's okay. But yeah, and then there's like, you know, quests over there. Tuning expert helps you like upgrade your weapons and stuff. Crafting is, you know, making mostly I think potions and stuff. Now the Ithari is the I think the Akasha thing that I just got. Let's see here. Was it this one? Use an Akasha skill to obtain characteristic ability. Used Akasha skills are deleted from the inventory, and Akasha XP from previous merges is reset. Sure, we'll use it. Because. And then, of course, that's armor I can't wear yet until I get to level 3. Oh, this is an item dispenser. I forgot. Yeah, go ahead and use. See if we get anything special. We got crafting material, of course. Or not used, just put it there. And then I got this for doing the killing of the 2 tires, which is a random, like, one of these things. So, and we get aetherite powder, which is more crafting stuff. So, yeah, lots of crafting stuff. Of course, here's the mailbox if you don't want to use like the quick thing there. Then we go over here. We've got the bank man, blacksmith, where you can buy armor, but you'll mainly just be dismantling stuff early on. Trader, which trades like, you know, a few like potions and stuff. What's her little run jump look like? Okay, she does like a little thing like that. And then of course there's the emotes where it's, you know, hi. Little Queen's wave. Yeah, the dogs and the cats like to like move around you. Okay, almost went into crazy laughter. Oh, she turned around. You spill bitter tears. Sounds funny. And then clapping. Yep. Can't be too excited. We must be, you know, thing. Okay. That's amusing. She pulls out a little hanky out of nowhere. Alright, get back up. Back up. There we go. And then dance. Yeah, the dances are actually pretty extravagant. They do a couple different like moves and stuff, but okay, so she likes to move the hips, that's for sure. So, yeah. So this is Soulworker. As it's more interesting the further on you get as far as story goes, but the gameplay is relatively simple. But I might do a couple more videos later on, like random, like, you know, video stuff for like certain boss fights or whatever I might record. The big thing is you can also get achievements for doing, you know, different things. Each character kind of gets their own thing, so however the bank is a shared bank, so like, let me go over here real quick. Run.
자산 관리가 필요하신가요?
And so yeah, this is all shared. So this is from my other couple of characters that I've played with already. I pretty much jump everything. Oh, I forgot. There's one last thing I can end the video with. I forgot, you start off with a level 1 box, which these things pretty much stay in your inventory. A lot of like these sort of games give you a gift box that has a random item in it. As you can see, like this, or not really random items, but a set amount of items. Like this is going to be a random fashion thing, but you also get a, you know, another parcel of the same box that I can open up at level 5. So use this, you get all that, yay. Of course, see, it's redded out, so I can't use it again, but we can get one of these items. So use item, and we got a shirt. Okay. Now these will go on in the fashion part. So if I were to use this over here, now that's what she's wearing, and now she's got like a plaid shirt on. So now we can be even we can be a redneck crazy. Of course, this up here is just like informational stuff, help, shops, which of course you can go back to reading and the thing in the help menu. But anyway, like I said, this was kind of a random game that popped up, and I was a little curious because, you know, sometimes these games have really either really bad controls, or it's only about, you know, like the looks of the game or whatnot. But I don't know, I kind of like it. It's great for just a random, like, you know, hey, I've got like, 10, 15 minutes, let's go do a mission, because it didn't take me very long to do that mission. Now I'm assuming much later on it's going to be, the missions will take a lot longer, but of course, you got the money, but don't buy money. It's not worth it, trust me. So anyway, this is a look at Soulworker, and this is Dendorian signing off.